And then if we've got time to get the CD in there, perhaps we should play Don't Tread on Me or part of it. Pick a spot to play in the middle of this segment because you came all the way to Texas and time is running out already. So much to talk about. But again, sons-of-liberty.net. Free album launched today, Friday, December 18th. 2009. And you told me that, talk about synergy or synchronicity. You were in an airport and somebody walked up to you and said, hey, brother, check it out. Sons of Liberty, a national biker group who are against the New World Order.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just everywhere. And the last domino to fall is the population, people like yourself, myself, who are awakened. We don't understand we're already pretty much the majority because the controlled media still has that illusion going that we're the minority, that we're the weirdos. No, there is a huge awakening happening right now.
There is. I hope my fear is I hope it's not too late. You know, that's the only thing. And I know that there are many people out there, many groups out there that are trying to do the right thing. And I mean, the Continental Congress that went on this past November, that's a good step in the right direction. It's just that you know, I really worry about the sovereignty of our country and all the countries on the planet. You know, I mean, this is just very disturbing stuff that's happening here. So, you know, but awareness is certainly, I mean, if good people don't know what's going on, then there certainly is no hope. So they can call me a kook, they can call you a kook, they can do whatever they want, but we're going to get through to some people.
Well, the denial is over, though. Open world government's being announced.
For sure.
They're just saying, we're your savior, world government's good, and thank God we've been there, people like your dad, warning people decades ago about the truth. They got laughed at then, but because those seeds were planted, we have a good fighting chance now because of the people's shoulders we stand on.
Yeah, I guess the thing for me is that even if we find good politicians to send into the place, and that's sort of an oxymoron, isn't it? Good politician, but I mean there are a few, and if we find to send them and we get them into office, you know, how long are they going to stay good? How long are they going to stay safe? You know, these are the things.
Yeah, we're dealing with a criminal regime that kills people.
Yeah.
But once we've identified the real regime, killing people won't cut it anymore. It's like Ceausescu in Romania. It will finally fall.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I'm doing this, because I think if I can help in some small way with this stuff, then, you know, it's worth doing.
By the way, the Sons of Liberty website is awesome news site with links and information. And you've got other sections like Meet the Shackles.
Yeah.
What happens when you meet the Shackles?
Well, it's a little bit of a sarcastic twist on how the New World Order would view the Sons of Liberty thing. And so people need to click on the Sons of Liberty logo and then go down to Meet the Shackles. And a good friend of mine in Sarajevo actually came up with this concept. I mean, we had the idea of the slavery thing. A buddy of mine that does a lot of artwork for Iced Earth, that we came up with, but he came up with the shackles, and it's really cool. It's basically a system that, you know, for locking up patriots, where you have these handcuff type things that resemble, the dollar bill and or the dollar sign and the infinity sign. And then, you know, you ram these spikes through, and that gives it this. It's pretty twisted.
No, it's powerful.
It works.
Well, you know what's funny? I hadn't asked you what that meant, but when I looked at it, that's what I picked up is this is eternity, jail bars, and a key, which is the idea of you can get freedom anytime you want. There's a key. You've just got to discover it. And the only part I missed was the spikes through the wrist, but I guess your wrist.
If you turn it vertically.
It
looks more like the dollar sign that way.
Wow, that is a powerful symbol.
What I mean? So it's
your buddy's a good artist.
He is.
I mean, did you come up with that idea, or the guy in Sarajevo?
No, the guy in Sarajevo came up with that concept, and I was like, you know, this is awesome, man. And it works perfect. It's a really
well. Listen, I don't want to just sit here and throw questions at you, and I want to play part of "Don't Tread on Me" and then go out with my favorite song. Of course, The Creature from Jekyll Island. But while you're here, Jon Schaffer, founder of Iced Earth, now the founder of Sons of Liberty, and the new album, Brush Fires in the Minds of Men, points you'd like to make to the millions of people that are going to tune into this?
The biggest point is just don't be in denial. Don't put your head back in the sand. You know, do the research and trust your gut instinct. If it feels like it's true, it probably is. And I mean, because there's a lot of misinformation out there on the internet. And that's the thing, man. I didn't even back years ago, because of my intense schedule and stuff, the only thing I used the internet for was for email. You know, I never really went out on the websites and did all that stuff. And since I've awakened, there is a lot of stuff out there that I figures, it's questionable. But I'm in tune with my gut. And when I see something and it resonates, then I go with it. And that, because I certainly can't trust Fox News or CNN.
And now that you've gone public, I told you off air, people are going to try to bait you and say things that aren't true about you just to get you to respond to them so that you burn your energy proving you're not a bad guy. Ignore them, but you were a smart guy and go, yeah, Alex, I already know that.
Yeah, well, they've been doing that anyway just over band crap. You know what I mean? But this is a whole nother level. So I'm prepared for it. And you know what? I will not live in fear. Living in fear or living a life without liberty is like a prison sentence.
Sure, I was just warning you like I warn every other prominent person that really stands up. Get ready for the first trick, the first dart of the devil. Mm-hmm. And I see so many great people who then get diverted by it. And as soon as you bite, then it's like piranhas.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to play that game. Not going to happen.
So I'm really not even warning you. I'm warning the audience out there. But it's all little lessons. And, of course, I learn more all the time. I just want people to relive what I had to trial and error experience.
Yeah.
But other points you'd like to make?
Well, I mean, for the Iced Earth fans out there, we're going to be touring South America next month. January, late January into February. We'll be working on a new record soon after that. So as far as Sons of Liberty goes, it's all brand new. The website is brand new. We still have a lot of work that we want to do to it, but I wanted to get this out as soon as possible. I mean, the Copenhagen thing was really disturbing me, so I would have liked to have had it out a few weeks ago.
I couldn't do it last week when you wanted to, but luckily you weren't ready, so this week was perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted, but I wish I could have had the production done sooner, all in general, because...
No, I know that feeling. I constantly want to make more films, and because once you start getting into it, for me, it's so fulfilling to know the truth and to be opposing the corruption that it does consume you. I mean, are you not feeling more fulfilled? I mean, you look like a pretty fulfilled guy already.
Absolutely. But. I mean, like I said, I feel it makes sense now. Everything makes sense, I can deal with the truth, and I prefer to. So I feel liberated and happier, and almost, it's like, yeah, it's heavy to know this, but it's also liberating to know this, because now all of the things that you wonder why is it this way? Why does it have to be this way? Well, when you know, then you can work on solving it.
I love this line from Creature from Jekyll Island where you say, we are agents of free humanity. And that's it. It's not welcome to the club or, welcome to to our group. No, it's welcome to, I'm a sentient free being. I want the truth, whatever it is. So I want to say, welcome to free humanity. Welcome to being an agent, a free agent of liberty.
You got it, brother.
It's awesome to have you here. Let's play a part of, and people can hear the whole thing at the Sons of Liberty website, but let's play a little bit, a minute or so, or 2 minutes of Don't Tread on Me. Then we're going to go out with Creature from Jekyll Island. Here it is.
That have molded our minds, pushing an agenda filled with lies. Have you ever asked yourself why things never change? The rhetoric they speak is all the same. The men behind the curtain and the illusion they create. Pull the puppet strings and seal our fate. Watch yourself around me. I'm trying to live free. Push too far, we will strike. Like a snake coiled up in the night. Watch yourself around me.
Jon Schaffer is our guest. You know what I like, John, is that you're showing so much range here, and I think now you need to be the lead singer of Iced Earth, not just the founder. I'm not knocking your other lead singer; he sounds great, but I mean, there's a lot of range. These songs, sound different from each other. I mean, you have a lot of, not just talent, obviously, but a huge range.
Man, I don't even know where it came from. I mean, I always heard this stuff in my head, but actually, I don't have the range that I would like to have. And that's one of the reasons that I never even considered doing vocals in Iced Earth.
Well, I meant range of styles, not just range of voice.
Okay, well.
I mean, different genre sounds of heavy metal, or I mean, that song's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of different vibes too. And I mean, Iced Earth's got a huge catalog, and there's a lot of different vibes in it, but.
I'm not a musician, so I'll use all the wrong terms.
Nah, it's okay.
No range with voice and stuff. I mean, I meant just whole different sounds.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I used a different, for Indentured Servitude, I used a Telecaster through a low watt amp. I've never done that before on any Iced Earth record, but it felt right, you know? So it's like there's some different experimental things going on here.
We're going to go out with my favorite, Jekyll Island. Get it free right now. It's sons-of-liberty.com. Links up at Infowars.net. Can't get anything right here today. Here it is.